Hi everybody, happy Tech Tip Tuesday. Melissa O'Connell here, your Lexus technology specialist. Let's talk about how to work with the settings on the new clock on our Lexus Interface vehicles. It's super easy. Just touch the clock. All Lexus Interface clocks operate in the same way, whether you have a 9.8-inch screen or a 14-inch screen. Clock settings will vary depending on whether or not you have a profile saved to your Lexus Interface vehicle. With a Drive Connect subscription connected to your driver profile, the new cloud-based Lexus navigation system allows the system to use the satellite, GPS, to adjust the date and time automatically. It's so simple to get to your clock settings. Just touch the clock. All Lexus Interface clocks have the ability to select either a 12-hour or 24-hour clock. Without the GPS connection through the Drive Connect subscription, we just need to make the selection ourselves. We can adjust our time zone and toggle daylight saving time on or off, depending on the time of year. Daylight saving time starts in the spring and ends in the fall. Make sure that you have daylight saving turned on for the spring and summer months and off for fall and winter. Scrolling down, we have two additional selections. You could choose to set the time automatically based on the time zone and your daylight saving time selection, or set the time manually if you would like to adjust your time if maybe you need a few more minutes just to make sure you're on time each day. You can click Set Minutes to 00 to reset to the top of the hour. And you can customize the date format to your preference. This is going to apply to notifications in the inbox for things like over-the-air updates. Anywhere that a date might appear, you are able to choose your date format layout. When you have a Lexus Interface driver profile connected to the vehicle with an active Drive Connect subscription, when you click on the clock to open the clock settings, you'll see a couple of additional features. The first and foremost is right at the top, set date and time by GPS. If we toggle that on, it's going to eliminate all of those other customizations because it's doing everything for you automatically, except for the choice of a 24-hour clock or reformatting the layout for your date and time. If we toggle off the set date and time by GPS, then we see the other features that we looked at previously. However, we add the capability of automatically locating us in our time zone and automatically adjusting for daylight saving time. If you're not using the set date and time by GPS, once you've made your selections for time zone and daylight saving time, even if your selection is set to auto, you can also then turn on set time automatically, and the clock will adjust based on the selections that you've chosen. You may be asking yourself, why do I have to set the time automatically if I have already chosen auto for the time zone and daylight saving time? That's because you have the option of automatically adjusting based on your selections or manually adjusting your clock. Set the time manually if you would like to adjust your clock just a little ahead. You can select Set Minutes to 00 to reset to the top of an hour, and OK to save. But of course, the easiest setting is always going to be set date and time by GPS if you have that feature available. You'll also notice a clock on the dash. Both digital clocks are linked and controlled simultaneously through the settings on the main screen. If you just space out and forget that all you have to do is touch the clock to go to settings, have no fear. If you go to settings and general and date and time, you'll end up in the exact same place. Nice and easy. And if you have the Drive Connect subscription, you can always just ask Lexus. Hey Lexus, what time is it?
It's 1:33 p.m.
How did she do that? The clock on screen shows 2:33. So she knows what time it is, but the car has not been customized. So when you ask her what time it is, it's not based on the clock that's showing, it's based on the cloud. So if for some reason you hadn't adjusted your clock settings yet, or you're not using the set date and time by GPS, even if you have an incorrect time showing on the screen, all you have to do with the intelligent assistant is ask, and she'll tell you the correct time. For vehicles using the automatic features from Drive Connect to adjust your clock, you do have to have a signal for that information to come through on the car screen. If your clock is set to automatically change and it hasn't, make sure you're in an area with a clear signal. If the clock hasn't adjusted, just manually choose your time zone, click OK, and then you'll see that it has adjusted to that time zone. So you can go ahead and reselect Auto. When you're using the automatic selection, you'll have a notification drop down at the top of the screen letting you know that your clock has been updated based on your time zone. Thank you very much for tuning in with us today at the Lexus Virtual Classroom here at Northside and Westside Lexus in Houston, Texas. We're so glad you're here, and we'll see you next time.